The night was dark, quiet, and still. The only sound in the house being Sheng Xiaoyu's uneven, shallow breaths. He was trembling, shivering from heat that had taken over his entire body. He was an alpha strong, proud, confident, but tonight he felt completely undone. Every nerve, every muscle ached with desire he couldn't control. And in the center of that storm, standing calmly and watching him, was Hua Yong. Hua Yong, as always, was composed, his movements deliberate. Eyes sharp yet unreadable. He didn't rush, didn't need to. Sheng's body betrayed him, shaking, quivering, gasping, while his mind screamed that he should resist. But no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't escape Hua Yong's presence. Every step Hua Yong took was magnetic, pulling Sheng closer, dominating the space, asserting control without force. Sheng's chest rose and fell rapidly as the older man closed the distance, each movement precise, calm, and impossible to ignore. "You can't fight it, can you?" Hua Yong asked softly, his voice low, intimate, dangerous. Sheng's chest heaved. He tried to speak, tried to protest, but no words came. His pride, his usual strength, felt meaningless. Hua Yong's presence was overwhelming, a force he could neither escape nor resist. Every glance, every subtle smile, every faint tilt of Hua Yong's head made Sheng's body respond, against his will and against his desire to remain in control. "You're mine tonight," Hua Yong whispered, tilting Sheng's chin up to meet his gaze. Sheng's eyes widened, heat pooling in his stomach. Desire surged through him, uncontrollable, overwhelming. He tried to argue with his body, tried to resist, but every instinct betrayed him. He was burning from the inside out, helpless in the grip of Hua Yong's calm, precise control. Hua Yong's hand brushed along Sheng's shoulder, gentle yet possessive. Sheng shivered violently, letting out a breath he hadn't realized he was holding. "Tonight, you belong to me," Hua Yong murmured, lips brushing Sheng's ear. Sheng's mind spun. He had never felt this powerless, this exposed, yet a part of him wanted it. He wanted Hua Yong's control, even if it terrified him. Every instinct, every memory of the past, the teasing, the intensity, the whispered promises pulled him toward submission, even as fear and pride tried to hold him back. Sheng's mind reeled. He thought of the years Hua Yong had loved him, watched him, manipulated him. Every night they had spent together, every whispered word, every touch, had led to this moment. Hua Yong was not just claiming his body tonight. He was claiming his mind, his heart, every ounce of his pride. Sheng's breath hitched as he realized just how powerless he truly was. Hua Yong leaned closer, pressing a soft, deliberate kiss to Sheng's lips. Gentle, teasing, and yet charged with undeniable authority. Sheng's knees threatened to buckle, heat coursing through him, his body trembling from desire and the intensity of Hua Yong's dominance. He tried to speak, to protest, to tell Hua Yong to wait, to stop, but the words caught in his throat. Hua Yong didn't need permission. He already had Sheng mind, body, and heart, whether Sheng admitted it or not. "You're trembling for me," Hua Yong whispered, thumb brushing over Sheng's quivering lip. Sheng gasped, chest heaving. He couldn't deny it. His body betrayed him completely, responding to Hua Yong's every movement, every touch, every word. Hua Yong smiled faintly, slow and dangerous, pressing another kiss to Sheng's temple. "And you love it," he murmured, voice low, intimate. Sheng's cheeks flushed, a shiver running down his spine. He hated how true the words felt. Hours passed in a blur. Hua Yong's hands, lips, and whispered words guided Sheng through a storm of heat and desire. Every gasp, every shiver, every tremor of Sheng's body was carefully observed, mapped, and claimed. Hua Yong didn't just touch him. He controlled him, mastered him, made him surrender fully and completely. Sheng's body ached, yet it was alive with every sensation, every heat, every lingering touch. Even as exhaustion crept in, Sheng's mind remained aflame. Hua Yong's dominance was not cruel. It was precise, intimate, and intensely personal. Every kiss, every whisper, every gentle brush of his hand was designed to make Sheng surrender completely, to accept, to understand that tonight, he was entirely Hua Yong's. Slowly, trembling, shivering, gasping, Sheng did. And yet, in the midst of the heat and desire, Sheng's mind raced with conflicting emotions. Fear battled longing, pride wrestled with surrender, and confusion tangled with desire. How could he feel so helpless, so exposed, yet so drawn to this man who had manipulated and claimed him so completely? Hua Yong's eyes held the answer: control, ownership, and love so intense that Sheng's defenses melted under it. "You can't resist me, Sheng," Hua Yong murmured, voice soft, intimate, brushing his lips along Sheng's jaw. Sheng's knees buckled slightly. He tried to speak, to demand, to argue, but all he could do was shiver, gasp, and give in. His body, his mind, his heart, all of him responded to Hua Yong's touch. Every nerve alive, every muscle tight with desire. Hua Yong smiled faintly, dangerous yet tender, and pressed another kiss to Sheng's forehead. "You belong to me," he whispered, voice low. Sheng's breath hitched. He realized with a shiver that he had never wanted to fight Hua Yong's dominance. Every second of resistance, every attempt to remain in control, had been meaningless. He had been craving this control, this heat, this intensity without fully realizing it. As the night stretched on, Sheng's body and mind surrendered completely. Hua Yong's hands mapped him, whispered to him, guided him through waves of heat and shivering pleasure. Sheng's gasps and moans filled the quiet house, his body trembling, exhausted, yet alive with every sensation. Every inch of him was claimed, marked, and possessed by the man he had loved for so long, yet barely understood. By the time the first hints of dawn lighted the edges of the curtains, Sheng was trembling in Hua Yong's arms, chest heaving, mind spinning. The night had been long, consuming, and intense, but the aftermath brought a new clarity. He had surrendered fully, completely, and there was no turning back. Hua Yong had claimed him entirely, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. Hua Yong held him close, pressing soft kisses to his hair, whispering gentle reassurances that were both possessive and tender. Sheng shivered, not from heat this time, but from the overwhelming realization that he was completely, irrevocably Hua Yong's. Every fear, every confusion, every hesitation melted away under the weight of possession and love. Sheng's mind finally settled, aware of the depth of his surrender. The heat had passed, replaced by a smoldering warmth, a quiet understanding, and an undeniable bond. Hua Yong had dominated, guided, and claimed him in ways he had never imagined. And as the first rays of morning sunlight crept into the room, Sheng realized that this night, this heat, this complete giving of himself was only the beginning of a connection that would shape both of their lives forever. Sheng Xiaoyu's body was still trembling from the night's intensity, and his mind spun with conflicting emotions. Heat had consumed him, desire had overwhelmed him, and yet beneath it all was a growing awareness. He was completely, utterly claimed by Hua Yong. Every nerve in his body, every thought in his mind, was attuned to the older man, to his presence, to his control. Hua Yong's gaze never left him, calm, commanding, yet filled with a warmth that unsettled and comforted him all at once. He didn't rush, didn't force because he didn't need to. Sheng had surrendered. His body betrayed him, shivering, gasping, quivering under the gentle, precise touches that Hua Yong delivered with care and authority. Every whisper, every brush of a hand, every soft kiss carried weight, pulling Sheng deeper into a world he had never fully known, but now could not escape. "You're still trembling," Hua Yong murmured, voice low and intimate, letting a hand trail along Sheng's jaw, then down his neck. Sheng's breath hitched, chest heaving violently. He tried to steady himself, tried to regain a shred of control, but Hua Yong's presence was magnetic, irresistible. Every inch of him screamed both resistance and surrender, and he realized with a shiver that he no longer wanted to resist. I can't, Sheng gasped, words broken, voice trembling. I don't know if I... But Hua Yong's lips pressed to his, cutting him off. The kiss was soft, teasing, yet charged with authority. Sheng's knees buckled slightly, and he shivered violently. Every part of his body, every thought in his mind, was consumed by the older man. He had tried to fight, to hold back, to assert control, but Hua Yong had unraveled him completely.